First of all, I would say we do everything that we do for our clients is understanding where consumers are going and what they're doing. And so in a real sense, consumers are charting that path for us. We're trying to both keep up with them as well as anticipate where that's going. So having said that, I think the future of TV is it breaking out of that black rectangle where it sits now and having it emerge everywhere is actually a good thing for the business. It certainly can draw scale, and so I think we're in the first phase right now where we can really enhance our targeting capability across, I would say, a pretty broad scale now. If we have clients that are specifically looking for a gender or a specific demo, we can do a lot more than we've ever been able to do at scale, right? I think this is the first step towards us being able to act in a way that looks like CRM, that incredible precision, but on a large scale. First, we think it's going to be enhanced targeting, and then the next phase will be a bit like programmatic in the sense that we're already starting to see some early tests around building exchanges with video in them. And then finally, we're going to see household addressability down to the user level. Frankly, with the exception of online video, I don't think we're anywhere near that yet. But we see that as the three phases of how this is going to evolve.
Well, let's take addressable for a minute and
Sure.
perhaps automotive or a category that might be suitable. Or where do things stand with you guys in terms of preliminary investment and the value of that? It's expensive, I assume. But
Yes, so value is a really interesting word. I mean, I think that ultimately what we want to do is be in a position to drive our clients' business, right? So certainly on the media agency side, efficiency and driving down cost is something that we've done for many years and is an important component, but it's only one part of the ROI fraction. We think that our future and the future that we'll drive is going to be about driving the top of that fraction, meaning how do we build our client's business? So when thinking about targetability, and especially when we're able to target, say, only males, only females, or a specific demo, or a certain region of the country, the incremental cost of that media appended with data is exceeded by the value it drives. So we have a few instances of large-scale implementations of that, some large enough where we would say the scale is limiting us rather than our interest, meaning we have clients who have tested it, have found really interesting positive results, and are, I would say, aggressively looking for new opportunities to expand and perhaps waiting for the market to catch up.
what do you think is needed for addressability to really be workable or valuable? I mean, it's a scale. Is it a technology? Is it the availability of data?
I think it's a bit of all of those things. There's still quite a lot of plumbing that has to be done, unfortunately, and in a few different areas, right? So we believe strongly that we're in a market right now where third-party data or rented data has proliferated widely. The problem with third-party data is that everyone has access to it. We believe strongly that the future for our clients to separate themselves and differentiate is to harness their own first-party data. But everyone and every client's in a different stage of their data evolution. And as we get smarter and more advanced in accessing things like a real CRM database, it allows us to do things like really understand the attribution of offline. Right now, we can do media mix models and we can project what the contribution for TV was. Until you have a CRM database connected up to what you're doing, you don't really know if they actually converted on an individual level. We're in a situation right now where the media has, I think, exceeded the rate of change of the creative messaging. And by that I mean we are frequently in a situation of being able to test a number of different variables, but not always have a creative message that's differentiated across, say, 7 different dimensions. And so you see things like what we call programmatic creative, which is in the digital space, completely built on the fly based on what we know about that individual user. That is something that, in the far distant future we might be able to do with video. Right now we're doing it with display. But what's happening is that the cadence for how creative messaging is built for television commercials, there's a lot of inertia behind how that's done. And in many cases, we find that we are in a position of needing things like rights, talent rights that haven't been thought through, or just individual messages not being able to, not being created enough versions for us to make the most out of that opportunity.